The way this match was laid out, like it's one thing to look at this match and wow, the crowd really over delivered just in terms of their response, but I would not have pegged this match to have been earmarked for as long as they had as well. Like this was just to me a match on the card, and it would not have been one that I was putting a whole ton of attention into. And they gave them 22 and a half minutes.
Good, yeah, well deserved. I think this crowd got so hot for the Acclaimed. I mean, I wonder how many shirts they sold at PWT this week because, like, damn, like they're so over this. This crowd made them like feel like you said, like the biggest thing. Everyone was behind them winning. You felt some sort of like double turn kind of thing happening, but really crazy ovation for this team.
So Billy Gunn onto his second merchandise cash cow of his career.
Honestly, like, yeah, I'm glad they went back with that. Like, that's money on the table right there. Scissor me, daddy ass is the funniest wrestling line in quite a long time. We in our wrestling friend group now, Too Sweet has been put on the shelf for a little while because all we do is now you scissor people, and then it's fun doing it in public, and you have to try to explain to other people what it is. But it's the new Suck It, maybe. It's great.
Well, they did the scissor spot with the Acclaimed and Billy on the apron, and this crowd just lost their minds. It was so loud. And then the crowd is chanting, "You can't scissor," at Lee. And this is where the crowd like starts to turn on Swerve and Lee. And Swerve is just playing it up, and he's mocking the scissoring to Bowens in the corner. And then they do the spot, which would be the key in the match, is Bowens slips off the turnbuckle, and he's favoring his left knee. And the referee's checking on him, and Billy's checking on him, and Swerve doesn't care. He goes after the knee, and this becomes the focus of the attack. And for the next like 15 minutes, Bowens is selling his left knee and just trying to fight back against the tag champions here, eventually making the tag to Caster, who fights back. And we just see this crowd that all they want to see is the Acclaimed pull out this victory and win the tag titles. There was a double team suplex to Lee as Swerve comes in. There's a Swerve stomp to Bowens for a massive near fall. They go back to the knee. Single leg crab is applied by Swerve, and then they're twisting on Bowens' knee as well. Bowens then yanks Swerve from the apron, holding him for a mic drop, sending Swerve off the apron. And then Billy gets up. He's yelling at Keith Lee. Caster is able to hit a super kick and lifts up Lee into a DVD. The place explodes for this. Tags Bowens, mic drop to Swerve, and Lee makes the save, but he was like late on this save, and this crowd was chanting bullshit. They thought this was it. They thought they had the title switch. Some comparisons to like the Roman Reigns Drew McIntyre match yesterday, where like this audience was just so invested in the challengers winning. So Swerve ends it with there's a spinning roundhouse that wildly misses Bowens, but connects with Lee, and Bowens goes for the roll up on Lee for another near fall, and it ends with the Swerve stomp into the Spirit Bomb, and Keith Lee pins Bowens 22 minutes and 26 seconds. I thought this match way over delivered. This was one of the top matches of the show. I'm not going to go match of the show, but some might pick it. It was so heated for the Acclaimed, and if they won, this place was going to explode.
It was the biggest surprise of the show to me for sure. Obviously, surprise appearances aside, but like, as far as like on paper, what match did I really not have that much excitement for? I mean, this really was put together in a week or so, but tonight, like it was a special combination in chemistry of a tag team and a city and a particular crowd that really just like loved them. And tonight told you exactly how much all the airtime that they've been giving to the Acclaimed in this Ass Boys feud, how much of it paid off, because it felt like we had like an incredibly hot babyface tag team here. To me, this was like the Acclaimed's breakout match. Bowens himself felt like the biggest babyface in the building tonight, and again, a testament to the great job they've done.
Yeah, this was my match of the night. Like, I did love that trios match, but I think I had more fun with this one, and shows how important a crowd is as well. We've come off a few years and still got clap crowds in Japan and stuff. Like it shows how important it is and how much it can elevate. As you said, Bowens, his selling with the knee throughout just completely baby-faced him. There was so many near falls I was biting on, and I really felt you could have called an audible here and just gone with the Acclaimed, because everyone wanted to see it. I loved this match.
Yeah, I think I know they're saying is the Acclaimed have arrived, but this was definitely the match that went, wow, like You definitely have, because I feel like they could be champions real soon. Run this back next week and have them win it, because like, yeah, they're a super hot over act. Everything's kind of coming together with them. And Bowens, like you believe that his knee was hurt. He was so good at the acting aspect of it there. So I was shocked at how much I loved this match.
I can understand like not calling audibles because we don't know what long-term plans are. And you know, Swerve and Swerve in Our Glory is probably a team that they want to position for people to chase a bit more afterwards. I would have called an audible to cut the redemption for Lee and Swerve at the end, though, because I feel like they have much better mileage as a heel tag team. You got to see it here. Their aggression was that much better. To me, they're a team that's been kind of lacking real chemistry between the two of them, at least as personalities. But like, I like them way more as heels tonight.
Yeah, I think that makes sense.
It felt like Swerve didn't do the scissor thing. I think he was reading the room maybe a bit better, and Lee was like, "Oh, we're meant to scissor, guys."
I feel like they could definitely turn them heel, and it would be a bit more interesting.
I thought the Acclaimed, like, they really established themselves as like a really like top act within the company. I think the unsung person in this match was Swerve. I think this guy has been so consistently great since he's come in. He has been not someone that of the signings they've made, he is someone that I don't see get enough attention. I think he's delivered in just about everything he's been put in, whether it's promo work, whether it's these pay-per-view matches that sometimes it goes in and it doesn't have a whole lot of build up behind it, or it doesn't jump out off the page, and they've delivered. And he's consistently, I think, you know, he to me was like the kind of the you know, Bowen selling was a big part of this match, but I thought Swerve was like a key part of this match as well. So yeah, this was a big win on the show for everybody involved here. And Billy Gunn, I mean, what more can you say other than the man finding gold?
The crowd singing was fantastic, but I do like, if they ever do have to lose Billy, or he decides to turn on them again, they could just use Scissor Me Daddy and it will just be as over. But it sounds so beautiful hearing them sing that.
So after Keith Lee offers to scissor Billy, and Billy does, this is the absolute last thing this crowd wanted to see. They did not want to see Keith Lee and Billy scissor and show any mutual respect. And I think that was channeled through Swerve, who did not approve of this and just walked off. And that was the end. So, I mean, a lot of people are going to look at this like, of all matches, is this one where you call the audible, or, you know, they obviously had their plan, but my God, this, I don't know how the most optimistic Acclaimed fan could have imagined it would be this heated for this match and wanting to see this title change. But I also would have scrapped this thing at the end with Keith Lee and Billy because it fell really flat.